In this example, we will learn how to reference cells, name ranges, and use formulas in VBA. So this is an airline survey here. So first of all, we will go in Visual Basic. In our module that we have inserted, we will write option explicit and then write the code. So for referencing, we've written our first sub procedure. So first of all, we have activated the worksheet. Then we write for range A3, offset 0, 10, interior.colorIndex is equal to 15. So for range A3 and offset 0, 10, we want the color to be, the code is 15. So the offset here will be 0, 10, so it will be the cell here, which is K3, and the color for that will we write for range A3 offset 1, 10 and range A3 offset 6, 10. Color index is 6. So it says that from A3 offset 1, 10, so which is the cell, and A3 offset 6, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, which is the cell here, which is 0. So the cells from 45 to 0 will be for the color index 6. Next we have range A3 cells 1, 5, and for range B3 cells 1, 7. So for range A3 1, 5, it will be cell E since it's 1, 1, and then this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. So cell E3. And for B3 it is 1, 7, and so it will be cell H3. So these two cells will have the color index of 15. Next range is B3 to K9. So we will select B3 to K9, and for column 3, which is D column here, so for column 3 the color index is 5, and for B3 to K9 row 2 will be this row here for H. So that row font color is going to be red. Next for B3 to K9, the entire column dot horizontal alignment is going to be Excel left. So all the letters in this column are going to be towards the left hand side. And for B4 to K5, the entire row dot borders Excel inside horizontal dot weight is equal to 3. So the border here is going to be for B4 to K5. So it will be from B4 to K5 here. Next we write for range A3 Excel down dot end Excel down dot copy. So what this code will do is it will copy this passenger to international trips A3 to range A3. It will copy all the way down and it will copy in the cell in A12 as we use range A12 dot paste special. So let's see how this runs and let's see the changes. So as you can see here, these cells have been changed to the color index, which was 15. This color index, which was 6, is yellow here. Then the column here has a different color, and the font here is of a different color now. And these were the two codes for the column and the rows. Next we have the Excel left and the code for border. So as you can see, all the letters here are on the aligned on the left, and also you can see the border here. Next, you had copied the entire data. So from A3 to all the way down to international trips, we copied it to A12. So it's copied exactly with the formatting. This is referencing. Next, we will learn naming of ranges. Write our code for naming of the ranges here. So we activate our worksheet. Then we write range A3 and Excel to write dot name. We give it the name passengers. And for this range called passengers, we give a border around it. Weight is equal to Excel thick. So we will press play and see what happens. So as you can see here, it gives you a border for this entire range, which is called passengers. It's been named passengers, and you have a border which is thick, Excel thick. Next, we will use formulas in our VBA to calculate data on the sheet. So this is a subject called formulas. In this, we first activate our worksheet. Then for range L6 to L9, we write dot formula is equal to sum for A6 to K6. So from L6 to L9, we want the sum from A6 to K6 for each. After we do that, we then want for range L4, we use dot formula R1C1 and the average. So we will press play to see exactly what happens here. So as I mentioned earlier, from L6 to L9, you can see it's the sum of A6 to K6 here. So for each, it's A7 to K7, A8 to K8, and A9 to K9. So after you've done with that, next comes L4, and we use formula R1C1, and we use R1C1 notation here. So RC is -10 and RC is -1. So R in this case will be 0 and C is -10. So let's see. So for L4, so L4 is the average of B4 to K4. So we saw the average is RC -10. So if this is 0, this is going to be -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. So this is -10. And this is RC -1. So that is the average here. Next we have for A11, and the average is R-7C1 to R-7C10. And we can see that here. See average from B4 to K4. So it is R-7, so which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and -7. And since it's on the right of A11, it is C1. And for K4, it will be R- and C10. So that is the R1C1 notation. For M6, we write dot formula R1C1 average RC -11 to RC -2. So we can see that here M6 is for B6 to K6. So you can see it is -11. to -2. And then to copy the same value all the way down to M9, we use the autofill function. We write destination is equal to range M6 to M9 and write type is equal to Excel fill default. Next we have A12.value application is equal to application.worksheet function dot maximum range B6 to K6. So everywhere we want to find the first row we want to find the maximum, the second we want to find the minimum, and the third we want to find the average. And that is listed here in cells A12, 13 and 14.